Well, view's all right, I guess. Hey everyone, today we're going to be camping on this awesome mountain top. The views are pretty good today. I found this spot a couple of days ago when I was walking with a friend, and I immediately wanted to come straight here this weekend. It's not my typical kind of camping spot because you can see it's all cleared and someone else has been here already. I usually prefer to go for those wild spots, but I couldn't ignore this view, so I had to come here. I'm contemplating whether or not I want to do a cowboy camp or a tarp tent camp. I haven't checked the forecast. I'm pretty comfortable just sleeping on the floor without shelter. The only reason I want the tarp up right now is it's boiling hot. It's really hot today, and there is no escaping the sun. All the trees have been wiped out in fires, and so the sun is just baking everything all day. There's no trees to tie down a tarp to out here, so pretty much the only formations I can do is ones with sticks. So the main one is probably the tarp tent. Gunya shelter would be really good, but I haven't actually learnt that yet. So I guess I won't be doing that today. Anyway, I am starving, so I'm gonna get some lunch into me. Mel was lovely and made me a little bread roll before I left, so I don't have to worry about making anything, which is a little bit of a luxury. A bread roll was so good it put me to sleep for an hour. I've absolutely been cooking in the sun, so I think I'm gonna have a look around for a center pole for a tarp tent. I don't really know how long to cut this. I don't know if that's tall enough. I reckon I've cut this a little too short, but whatever. I'll try and make do with it, and if it's really terrible, then I guess I'll find another one. Bugger. If I cut that another 5 centimeters taller, that would have been perfect. I'm gonna have to get another one. This one looks pretty good. Oh, such a good view too. I think I'll still keep the picnic blanket out there, and I'll probably set up my sleeping bag out there, and I'll just keep this as some shelter from the sun. And if it does rain, then I can quickly move all my stuff in here and sleep in here for tonight. It's holding up really well. There's actually quite a bit of wind going on right now, and it's not flapping one bit. This stick is really pushing the limits of the tarp. You can see it's starting to bend along the bottom there. It's pulled as taut as it can possibly go. So I wouldn't push it any more than this. found a new camping snack that I really, really like. Oh, here it is. Yeah, these little things. They're called Protein Plus, and they're just like these tiny little bowls of rice and tuna and different things and beans. Anyway, each container has like I think 20 to 24 grams of protein in it. So it's pretty substantial for such a small amount to be eating. And they're relatively cheap. I think they're like $4. So these are kind of my go-to kind of snack. I usually pack one for each day. Very good indeed. Rather filling. Oh, this is such a nice spot. Haven't done a mountaintop camp like this for quite a few weeks now, probably even months. I think the last one was when I lost my jacket, when we were camping over that huge lake. A couple of weeks ago, I did a camping ASMR video. And for those who don't know, it's basically just a camping video where there's no talking and there's a strong focus on like the sounds of nature and crackling of the fire, etc. They're more films for relaxation and helping you sleep. If you haven't watched that already, I'd appreciate it if you could check it out and then give any feedback, because I would like to start doing those in the future, not as the main style of video, but something I can do every now and then. They're a lot more relaxing for me to produce because I don't have to worry about talking and making the video as interesting necessarily. I can more just draw your attention to the bush and the smaller things going on in the scene without having to worry too much about like the energy of the film. But I'm not really sure how long I'd like those videos to be. I've had quite a few people say, oh, could you make 40-minute long videos? And I'd really like to do that, but I can honestly just never bring myself to drag the film out that long. I've gone out on trips and I've tried to film tons and tons of footage and me talking a lot to make a 40-minute film. And while I'm watching it back, I'm just thinking, this is boring. Like, there's only so much of me camping you can watch. So that's why I kind of contain it to a 20-minute video, because I feel like that's a nice middle ground. But typically with my schedule at the moment, I can only do the weekends, an overnighter or 2 or 3 nights max. So I can't really do those, week-long hour films that some other guys do. But anyway, yeah, thanks for listening to me ramble about the channel. I'm going to be doing the usual and cooking up some lamb steaks for dinner, but I've slightly upgraded my culinary experience in the bush, and I've started putting the steak into a wrap, because that turns it from a bushman dinner to a gourmet dinner. And I'm going to add in some things like onion, cucumber, and capsicum. Well, I think to prepare for later, I'm going to build another rock oven. There's tons and tons of rocks that people have left here, really big ones, so it's going to make my life very easy. Perfect. That's what we want. Oh, a little bit of wobble. I think this is probably the most elaborate fire pit I've ever done. We got all the small little rocks on the inside, and then on the outside we've got 50 tons of reinforcement from these enormous boulders. The idea is you have all your fire off to the side there, and then you scoop the coals into the little rock oven there, and all the heat funnels up and cooks your meat nice and slowly on the grill. I just had a major accident with the camera. I sent my friend a pin of the location that I'm at right now because he wanted to have a little look. And so he came over and I was trying to get a shot for the thumbnail. And while we were talking and filming, a big gust of wind came and threw the camera into the floor. And it's put this huge shard on the front of my lens.
Yeah, and it's like 100K. Oh.
We good? No? No?
fucked. It's like right in the middle.
I was waiting for it too. That's why I was standing behind it before, because
I kind of knew it was gonna happen.
not too happy about that one. But anyway, I've got this incredible sunset beginning to take place in front of me, kind of consoling me through this moment. These trips are becoming rather expensive. It's just like a painting, like a pastel painting. I would seriously be in tears right now over that lens if it weren't for this sunset. The sunset has kind of sedated my emotions. You know what's really funny about it too? Is I was watching Scotty's Gone Walkabout the other day. Like literally, I think it was last night, I was watching one of his videos. He went on a big hike and he was doing a similar thing to what I was doing. He was camping on top of a mountain and this huge gust of wind came as he was filming and it just sent the camera straight into the ground. And I was just thinking, oh, poor bugger, I hope that never happens to me while I'm filming. And what do you know, next day it happens. It's getting bloody cold now. Need to get out the lanterns. Tonight is going to be a full moon. I always check the moon cycles and try and plan camping trips in time with a full moon because it's just a really cool experience. At night time, you can just kind of switch off your lanterns and the moon just turns into a big flashlight glaring down on everything, and you can kind of make your way around without lights. And because I'll be cowboy camping tonight, it'll be like having a huge nightlight gleaming over me in my sleep. Good morning. Well, it's a bit more of a good midday at this point. Yeah, it's 10. I slept in a fair bit. I woke up quite early, but everything was utterly saturated with condensation and ice. There was ice all over my sleeping bag, like big crystals. It was so cold last night. So I wanted to sleep in a bit more and have the sun kind of dry off everything, so I didn't have to do it at home. But here we are. It was a fantastic sleep. Not because I had a good sleep. The sleep was shit. The full moon was incredible. I looked down into the valley at night time and you could easily see the full shape of the valley and the mountains, all the shadows being cast by the moon. I think I'll have a small bit of breakfast, have a little coffee, and then we'll probably wrap things up and get out of here. So I got things to do. Alright, well I think I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. It's certainly going to be hard to top off this spot in terms of the view. It was just absolutely amazing, the sunset yesterday and even the views at night time with that full moon. We've got a really cool video planned within the next month. I'm going to be camping in an abandoned building way out in the bush, so I'm really excited for that one. Anyway, thanks for watching to the end, and I'll see you later.